In this video, we're going to learn how to use web fonts, which gives us a lot more choice on typefaces to use for our websites. Right now, we've used some pretty standard ones, this one being Impact, and can't remember what this one was. But we're going to change that, and we're going to use a free tool called Google Fonts to do that. Google Fonts has a nice selection. And to browse and sort of shop for a font, we'll just go to google.com/fonts. Once we get here, there's just a lot of cool features that Google offers. You can browse for types of categories of fonts that you want to take a look for. If you know the font name, you can do a text search for it, or you can just kind of shift through a bunch of these. And you'll even notice that, let's see, where's the, try typing directly into the fields to change it. So they've got some default things, but let's say you wanted to change this, and how does this look on my website? All right, so you can actually test what these fonts will look like for different words instead of the default ones that you get. I happen to know the ones I'm looking for, so I'm going to type in Oswald. And what I'm going to do is, here's Oswald. I'm going to click this plus button to add Oswald to my list of fonts. But I'm not done yet. There's another one I want called Lato. Both of these are serif type fonts, but you can see that there's other types of fonts that you can use. So I'll add that one. And I now have two families selected. So when I'm ready to finish this, I'll click on the code box, and it gives me really important, or not really important, the code to copy, which I copy, and I bring and I place into the header of my code. And this is another link, so I'm going to keep all my links sort of together, and I'm going to put it right above my style sheet. And now you can see that it has the code for Google Fonts. I have the Lato and the Oswald font families, and it writes the code for me. But I'm not quite done yet. I do need to change my style sheets so that it reflects on my code. All right, so let's go back up to the top of my style sheet. You can see here we have Gill Sans as a font family for the typical font on the default font for my body and everything inside it. So here's where I'm going to type in Arvo with a comma. All right. Now you'll see when I hit save, as long as I have an internet connection, which most of the time when you visit a website you have an internet connection, this text is now going to change. And this one actually didn't change it a whole lot. Did I save everything? I think so. I saved that, we save the style sheet, and we come back here and we hit refresh. Let's check to make sure it changes our H tags as well. So I had done Arvo for the font family, and next for our H tags, instead of Impact, I am going to put in Oswald. Let me just hit save on that, and we'll hit refresh. And now you'll see that our typeface here. So the font I had here before, Lato, was not noticeably different, but it did change it. So it is now using two different fonts for my website. And that's really all there is to it. The nice thing about Google Fonts is, one, it's a really handy tool. There are, according to this video, 846 fonts to choose from, and which is a great number. That's a great selection. It's free, it works, it's fast, and you're probably got a good bet that Google's not going away anytime soon. So it's pretty reliable. You won't really have to worry about will the Google resource ever go away or be deleted. Probably won't be. Are there other ways to do web fonts? There are. There are other places you can get web fonts from. Adobe has their own Typekit web fonts. You can buy web fonts and install them on your server. Of course, that takes a little technical know-how. But a lot of websites use Google Web Fonts because it works, it's free, and there's a great selection, and it's not going away anytime soon. And it doesn't really slow your website down very much. Not at all. It's pretty much negligible. So a pretty reliable way, and it's a way to spruce up your website just by using Google Web Fonts. So that Impact was kind of a boring font type. This one looks a lot better, wouldn't you say? And a little bit easier to read, a little bit more modern, all that good stuff. All right, so that's how you use web fonts. That's really all there was to it. And remember, there's 2 steps to it. You do need to go and copy and paste this line of code and put it in your head tags. And then once you have that done, go ahead and dictate where in your font families those fonts go. And then you've got your web font working for your website just fine. All right, so that's web fonts. Not too hard, and pretty slick and quick and easy to do.